Okay guys, so what we're now going to do is we're going to create the little piece of fiberboard that sits in this slot here. Okay, so if I come up and use my view cube, this is a really handy thing if you're not familiar with it. Okay, you can move by sort of 90 degrees at a time by using the arrows. You can click on it and just sort of drag it freehand and move it around a sort of a pivot point. And you can also just click on the little home sign. That's going to bring it back to like an isometric orientation. What we're going to do is we want to sort of see inside. I need to be able to see that surface there, that sort of back surface of the slot. You see, if I put my mouse on it, it's just going sort of a slightly lighter grey colour there. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and click a new sketch for this because it is a new part of my drawing. And then I'm highlighting that area in there, the very, very back of the slot. And when you click that, okay, it's going to spin it around and sort of face that to you. So I'm just going to zoom out a little bit so I can sort of see, I want to be able to see that whole area really, all right. Now, what I want to do is draw a rectangle in that is exactly the shape of that face, exactly the shape and size of that face. And it should help me by doing that. If I zoom in here, okay, you should see that when you join onto the end of that piece, it's going to absolutely sort of help guide that in. If I now come into my other end here, and you can see, so the rectangle I'm drawing is exactly the shape and size of the slot that was there, okay? So you might think, well, why couldn't we just use the slot? Well, because the slot isn't actually a sketch or a profile, it's just a surface. What we've done is we've now drawn a rectangle profile onto a surface that was the same shape as that rectangle. And then we're going to go ahead and use our E for extrude, okay? The other way you could do that, if I just undo it slightly, is you could take your rectangle tool, you could click on that corner and you'll see again we've got those measurement boxes, so I could type 3 in to that one and then I could press tab and it is, I think, 111 should be right, and press enter, and if you look, you zoom out and then zoom into the other end, check it's in the right place. Yes, it is, so we're all good. So at that point, we can then do our extrude. What I tend to do for the extrude is I often put it into the home view because it just seems a little bit easier for me. I'm going to press E for extrude, and then I'm going to click our arrow, start to pull that out, and the length is 111, as we just said a moment ago. Before you click OK, really important, you come down to this operation. You can see it's jumping to join. Because they're touching, it thinks you want to join them together. We don't. We want that to be a new component, okay? And our length is, I don't know why it's saying 17. It's supposed to be saying 111. So let's put that in and click OK. All right. So now we've got the piece that sits in that slot. All right. We're going to go ahead and save that. And then we will duplicate these sides and we'll show you how to put those around. Okay, well done.